Hi everyone, I'm Erin. Today I'm going to be talking about running a book club with thematic activities for middle schoolers and teens. The idea of this book club would be to meet every 2 weeks, which would allow the children who were not able to get the book right away or just need a bit more time reading it. And then, so they would come in, we would discuss the book. As a facilitator, you would just sit back and let them lead the discussion, maybe being there to prompt them with new questions or bring the topic back onto the subject matter, but overall letting them run the discussion. And then you would move on to the activity. They could range from art activities, physical activities, more literary activities like writing. And at the end of that, you would discuss the activity, how they felt doing it, what it meant to them, and then we would vote on the next book and the next activity. The book I'm going to be talking about today is The Misfits by James Howe, and the activity to go with that would be to make tissue paper sun catchers in the shape or the design of different pride flags. And while doing that, just discuss what the different pride flags mean. For this activity, you would need contact paper. This can be found at Target or Amazon for about $6 or $7. You would need scissors to cut out your construction paper. It can be really any shape. I chose a flag shape just to make it a flag. And these are little tissue paper squares. You can get a pack of a lot on Amazon for about $6. These are nice because they're pre-cut. They're little squares. They're individually packaged like this, but any tissue paper works. You would just have to cut it out. Tape to hold down the contact paper, and a printout of a flag they might be doing. My printer just prints black and white, but yours might be color. It would probably be easier if it was color so they could match the design. It has just the groups involved in the flag, the history of the flag, and then the meaning of the different colors. So I've gone ahead and flipped the camera around just so you can get a good view of what we're doing, and I've gotten started on my little flag. This is the Progress Pride flag, and it's one of the most updated flags. So we have this bit for the trans flag, this bit is for the Black and Latinx community, and then we have our standard rainbow flag down here. The red flag, the red line stands for life, orange is for healing, yellow is for sunlight, green is for nature, blue is for harmony and peace, and purple is for spirit. Of course, every flag has a different meaning, so that's why it would be a great idea to have each flag that every child chooses to have their own paper so they can understand the meaning of each color. So as you can see, what you would do is just crumple up the paper and stick it to the contact paper, which is just sticky, so there's no need for glue or anything like that. If you have any child that you know that might have mobility aid needs, then you could either pre-crumple this, cut it out. There are fine motor skill tweezers that could help them pick it up if they are not able to do the grasping themselves. And those tweezers would also be helpful for anyone that might have sensory issues that would not necessarily like to feel the stickiness of this, so they could just go ahead and use the tweezers to stick it right on here. A very important part of this activity is once the children choose which flag they want to, is that there will be no requirement to explain why they chose that flag. They can simply identify with it, know someone that identifies with it, or just simply like the way the flag looks. We are not going to pressure anyone to discuss why they chose a flag. Anyone that comes to your book club might not identify with the community, but if they do, we are not forcing anyone to come out. This is not really a good time for that, or something that we would want to encourage the other children to do. There we go. And once they are done, They can cut out the excess contact paper or fold it over to see if it contains the tissues a bit more. After that, we would discuss what it felt like going through this process, talking about the different meanings, and discuss whether they wanted to bring their project home, if they wanted to leave at the library. Not every home is a safe space, so providing one at the library would be super, super important for the success of the group and just for the livelihood of the kids.